Hey guys, Prangell Gaming here, and welcome back to the Forever a Lion episode 2. Now at the moment I'm just showing you who I'm going ahead and signing, and that is Hutchinson. You guys said that you wanted me to sign Sean Hutchinson, so I'm going to go ahead and sign him. I'm going to add him to my team, so I'm just showing you the process of me doing this. Now I do apologise about not uploading this as frequently as maybe you guys would have liked, but obviously there's been a few complications, a lot of stuff's happening, but I'm actually getting around to uploading this now. So I'm happy to create these videos, and I actually really enjoy making them a lot more than actually my career mode, mostly because I actually get to play people and I hate playing the computer. So you're just seeing me flicking around with a team right now. I actually decide that I'm going to try and play Hutchinson at left back for the game, because every single game that I play, the player has to be new in the team, so they have to play that game. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is obviously show you that up to date with now Hutchinson obviously shadowed out. We've also got 2 informs to add to the actual images, and also another player that I missed out in the last one. But before I go ahead and show you that, I need to show you the 3 players that are up for you guys to decide who is going to be in my team for the next episode. They're all centre midfield as well. Obviously Mason's the centre defensive midfielder, but they all play in the centre of the pitch and can really link up in a certain way to the team. So we have Ryan Mason of Hull, obviously used to play for Tottenham, came on loan to us during that time. We have Liam Trotter, who is currently a Bolton Wanderers player, obviously used to play for us. We signed him from Ipswich Town, and I think he was quite a lazy player, but on the game he looks pretty overall decent. We have Sean Williams, that's a centre midfielder, which obviously plays for us at the moment. The Irishman would have to link up with Sean Hutchinson though. That's the only problem. Hutchinson would be the person he'd have to link with, but I think that these 3 players are pretty good, so it's up to you guys who you want me to sign. But go ahead, there's going to be a voting which should be open right now at the top. If you vote there or put it in the comments section, I'll put that ahead to who I'm going to sign. Right, and so here we've unshadowed Hutchinson. There's a lot of Millwall players to get, but obviously he's now in the team. He'll be playing left back for this upcoming game. Now as we have a look at the 2 informs, we've got Malone and Keogh have got the 2 informs now, so they're going to have to be quite pricey. But what I'm going to do now is just shadow them, and so we'll have to get them at a later date. Now the other player that I didn't actually have there was Simeon Jackson, so he's there. Obviously I have to get him in the upcoming future, but just for now I'll shadow him, and obviously we'll forget about him for now. And as we have a look at the team, it was a full Portsmouth team. I was so happy. Look, you see David Ford in there. He'll be joining our team at one point in the stages, but because this is already recorded, so I already know what's going to happen, I'm just speaking through what's happening now. I can kind of say that this team was really interesting. I was really surprised to see someone with this sort of team. And we get into the first chance, and this was a little bit laggy in this game, but McCuff plays it over the top to Jack Smith, and Smith came through and he hit the post. It was so unlucky. He deserved to score there, but unfortunately for him, he just couldn't do it. But then we had Pascal Gross play it through to Lapinine, and Lapinine gave it to McCuff again. McCuff then found Bologna, and Bologna, I've got to say, he is a sensational player, and his shot was just saved there. We were so close to scoring again, but that drama just didn't happen in the end for going in. Bologna then started this attack as he played it through to Pascal Gross, and this one was the goal, but it was a bit laggy building up to it, so I can kind of tell you what's happening. Basically, he puts it top corner. Fantastic goal, absolute beauty by the German there. I mean, he's not Millwall, but he's a fantastic player, and I will not complain if he continues to score goals. I am already looking for a centre midfielder though, so unfortunately someone like Gross is going to have to be replaced, but a goal like that is an absolute beauty. You never usually see those. And as we move into our next chance, Smith played it through to Bologna. Bologna then started to dribble a bit. He laid it back to Smith, and this was an outstanding save. I can't believe they just didn't fall to us there. And then they had a chance with Chapman. This was their first real major chance, and our keeper didn't really have trouble stopping that. They then had yet another one, and this one I just was so close to crying because it was almost a goal, and he deserved it at points there. Then Bologna laid it off to Gross, and this was a fantastic goal. I mean, come on, what a beautiful goal. I cannot believe I scored it. I'm going to say it's one of the best goals I've actually scored on FIFA this year. I don't think I've scored a better one in my career mode. If I stand corrected, then maybe I may have, but I don't think I have. They do score a lot of long shots, and that was fantastic. Then we have a look at the team, and obviously Gross was fantastic there. But Zaccheo, Lapanai and Bologna, all fantastic players. And then it clearly shows that we dominated there and we deserve to win the game. So we just have to move in to the second game. Obviously happy with the result we just got there. And I cannot believe how dominant we was in that game. Right, so before we get into the second game, I decided that George Friend is going to be the next player I buy. Yes, the Middlesbrough Silver, pretty decent left back is the player I'm going to add. He has no contract here, so I'm going to have to go ahead and add a contract to him. But what you're going to do is you're going to see me swapping him out for a Vaisdo, a player that I really did like. So unfortunately, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange the team, and then obviously you'll be able to see what he's like when he fits in the team. But as I said, he is out of contract, so this is me adding a contract to him, and that's the end product of the squad that he's going to be playing in. So quickly, let me show you what it's like without him shadowed. So there we go. We've now got him in the team, and we're all ready to go into the second game. Right, and this was the team that I had to come up against in the second game. Pretty decent team in a pretty similar situation to me. They got Kyle Norton in the right back position. Dirk Kuyt is the centre midfielder. Then got a legend, Robbie Fowler. I always kind of feel conscious of legends, but as we get into this, we create a chance pretty early on, and it's actually a goal as Arias slams it against the post and El Niajai turns it into the back of the net. Great goal from him there. He just literally got put into the team due to needing a fitness player, and so there you go. He scores a beautiful finish there, and he definitely helped me be very happy early on in the game. And then we won the ball back here with Romero. He plays it to Bologna and we turn it in. He actually wasn't playing at this point, so I thought I'd just get a goal. I do feel slightly bad for scoring, but at the end of the day, I need to win games and I need to show more goals. So there we go. And we do go ahead and score there. It was a beautiful finish by Bologna. It's been by far one of my favourite players who isn't a Millwall player. Then he again wasn't playing, and we actually created a chance from this. We didn't quite score, but Bologna laid it off for El Niajai, and that was a great bit against the post, and then the keeper saved it there. Frustrating scenes. He then came back and started playing here as Bologna started to move across, and this is by far my favourite goal that I've scored in a long time. A beautiful dribble round and a curl finessed into the bottom corner. As cool as you like by Bologna there. And then we move on, and Bologna again is trying to score. He is phenomenal, but again we just get stopped. And here I kind of think that there should have been at least a goal there, and we could have easily have got a penalty from this here. I mean, what do you reckon on that? I think there was. And then we do manage to get our next goal, which makes it 4, as Bologna manages to hit the post. It bounces back to him and he hits it against the woodwork and it goes in. I'm not going to complain. He scored at the end of the day, and that makes it 4-0 in the first half. But I'm going to let you into a little secret. Unfortunately, that is all we score, and there are a couple opportunities in the second half, and I was really frustrated that we didn't score. So this was one of the first chances, and George Friend thought he was Lionel Messi. I mean, come on. The new signing was absolutely phenomenal, bombing down the wing. And this is just one of the key examples of what he does. He was really good. And just look at this shot. I was completely just like, really? Why? He deserved to score there and he just didn't. Then we played the ball out wide to Jack Smith, and Smith played it back into El Niajai, who had a great save there, unfortunately, from the goalkeeper to deny him. Then Furlong had a great shot. Again, the keeper saved it. There's a lot of saves in this, as the keeper was outstanding. And how Bologna missed that, I do not know. But then Friend burst through again, and he hit the post. I am just sitting here so frustrated that he didn't score. Then Romero got played through, and the woodwork denied us again. How about that? But for absolute domination, we were definitely there. I was very happy with the team. We deserved to win it. The stats clearly say that. But if you like this game, you'll like the next game even better. But let's quickly show you who I'm adding into the team for the third and final game. Right, and before we go into that final game, I've decided that I'm going to be picking Lloyd Dyer as my final player that I will personally be adding to my team in this episode. As I said, you do have a choice to pick the player that you want in the centre midfield out of Mason, Trotter and Williams, but I've gone ahead with Lloyd Dyer. Personally, it's to do with the left midfield position, wanting to replace Smith with someone pretty decent, and he's got 88 pace. what couldn't you like about a player there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy him now, and I'll show you what he's like in the team. Obviously, he has to play after being purchased. Right, and so this is the team that he's actually going to be playing in. So it's a pretty decent team. I'm happy with the members of this squad. So before I get into that game, I'm going to quickly show you him not being shadowed anymore. So we've obviously unlocked him. We can now use him whenever we want. Right, and so this is the team that I had to come up against for the third and final game of the episode. So he's got Jan Sommer in goal, a truly fantastic goalkeeper. João Pereira, and he's free at the back formation with Herman and Max Cruz as the two outlining attackers. They really did cause a problem in this very interesting game. So let's have a look what happened in that match. So the first chance here was with Lapanainen playing it to Gross. Lapanainen then got it back. His shot was then saved, unfortunately. Then Mukiev played it through to El Niajai, who somehow scored. I really don't know how he put that in the back of the net. It was truly outstanding. He really shouldn't have had any right to have scored from there, but he did. For some reason, even with him just about slipping over, he just put it into the back of the net. It was a pretty good finish, I'm not going to lie. And then we move into the next chance, and this is actually where they get the opportunity, just about to miss as our keeper makes the save, and then they finally score in this game. Frustrating as it is, Max Cruz plays it across to João Pereira, who puts it into the back of the net. Not really sure what happened with him going over the goalkeeper's head, but hey ho, he scored a goal and they were back. It is game on, and he actually lets you see the highlight for this one. He actually skipped a few throughout the game as we kept scoring, but look at that for a finish. Pretty good for a right back, not gonna lie. And then they actually get the opportunity where they go ahead by even more as Max Cruz puts it through. Doing what Max Cruz should do. He should be scoring. He's a great goal scoring striker. And he obviously put them ahead here. And I'm not going to lie, I was very jealous of his striking players because they are very, very good players. And I don't have that talent. Obviously, I don't have Kane yet. And then they just kept going, attacking. And thankfully, after a bit of dribbling play, he hit the post. Max Cruz did at least. And we just about got the ball away. I was very happy with at least the attempt to stop it. Then we move into the second half. And Gross got the ball. He played it to Mukiev. Mukiev played it to El Nijar. And he just somehow made the save without the ball going to our player that should have scored there. We move forward yet again. I mean, it is a true expectation. You just keep running forward. And El Niajai puts it into the back of the net. He is actually really good for a bronze striker. He's a lot better than I expected him to be when I first actually put him into the team in the last episode. He's very good at finishing. For a bronze player, that's pretty good. And Jan Sommer was well and truly beaten there. And then we play through Gross, and Gross is just going to do his best to try and find a teammate in Lapanainen, and Lapanainen puts it into the back of the net. And at this point, I'm absolutely ecstatic because his team is fantastic. I mean, his goalkeeper is Jan Sommer, a fantastic 84 rated goalkeeper. I wish I had someone that good, and obviously strikers are phenomenal, but it's a great finish and we're doing it with bronze players. But straight from kickoff, he manages to get his equaliser. So it was long-lasting ecstatic happiness as Almiron breaks all the way through, plays it to Max Cruz, and well, I'm just so frustrated that happened. So many times I just try not to actually let it in from kickoff, and that goes ahead and happens. But we still move forward with Gross, and I think that this chance was probably one of the best as Dyer put it into the back of the net. I would say that is Dyer defending by the opposition. He made the impact as the new signing should, and I was really happy with him. He was actually pretty good. I can't wait to see what he's like in a team full of better players because he really made an important introduction to this game, and that finish wasn't too bad as well. For a left midfielder, I've seen a lot worse from a lot higher rated players. But the game wasn't done there, and nor were we as Vega played it through to Zaccheo, and I've got to admit that was a truly phenomenal strike, and that pretty much did tie up what was going to happen in this game. I'm going to be honest, it kind of just ended really their hope of getting back in this game. But I'm not going to lie, I really enjoyed playing this guy, and they did have another opportunity here with Herman, and they actually put it in the back of the net with Herman here, and they did. And well, I was slightly scared because it's like 88th minute Is anything going to happen here? Are they really going to do this to me and get back in the game? But don't be alarmed. On the Ajay, played it to Lapanayan, who found Gross, and Gross then played it to Lapanayan, and we switched it through to Zaccheo, who confirmed the victory. 6-4. 10 goals in this game. A fantastic game. I don't think I've scored 6 goals in a very long time, so I'm very happy to see this result, especially with the mix of bronze and silver players I have in this team. I think we're actually progressing really nicely, and I think the team is well and truly coming together like the way it should. And obviously you guys are actually going to be picking that centre midfielder who I'm going to be adding to the team for the next time. And as we have a look at the team, you see the goals came from everywhere, and this team is really a mix and match team, but I was really happy with it. Gross, again, phenomenal. It's a shame that we're going to have to see him go eventually, but again, I would say this game was pretty equal. But as I said, you've got to pick the centre midfielder that I'm going to have in the next episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and show you the centre midfielders again, and then we'll end the episode there. But as I said, the team is really good. Even the right back is playing really well, and the centre backs. The goalkeeper's playing a lot better than he should be, and I just think his confidence at the moment. And as you see here, we did win the title, and Eden Hazard there sums up how I feel. Well done, you got promotion. You got promoted and got 2k coins. I was very happy with that. So let's have a look at the players I'm going to be putting in my team. Right, and so before we end, I'm showing you these 3 midfield options. So we got Ryan Mason of Hull. I'm very happy to probably have him. He'd look very solid. Obviously a gold player. It'd be the first one we add that's actually involved in the series. We then have Leon Trotter. He would be alright, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't really mind him too much. That's why I've selected him as an option. And then the final one is Williams, a Millwall player that would have to link with Hutchinson. He would be the only player he could link with. So Trotter and Mason would do more in terms of helping us out. But then again, I'm not going to complain. It's a midfielder that's an improvement to the team. So anyway, guys, if you leave who you want to have in the centre midfield role in the comment section, or click the poll up above, then obviously you guys can pick who I put in the team, and then I'll have them in the next episode. But until the next episode, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, I will see you guys in the next episode of the Forever Alliance series. But until then, goodbye.